And before all that, I'm John Bachman with your Newsmax Now update. Coming up in just a few moments, you'll hear Eric Holder's response to the DOJ's new findings on Ferguson, Missouri. But first, the House Special Select Committee on Benghazi plans on subpoenaing Hillary Clinton's personal emails. The Washington Post reports the panel led by Republican Congressman Trey Gowdy wants Clinton's personal emails regarding the 2012 attack on the U.S. Embassy in Benghazi. The subpoena comes after it was revealed Clinton used a personal email account instead of a government email account while she was a Secretary of State. That's a possible violation of the Federal Records Act. Gowdy says the scandal is very troubling and could have national security implications, but a Clinton spokesman says that the former Secretary of State has done nothing wrong. Mrs. Clinton does not appear to be too bothered by the email allegations. She gave a big speech last night at the Emily's List Gala, where she teased a possible 2016 run.
And I suppose it's only fair to say, don't you someday want to see a woman president of the United States of America?
Lots of smiles, but Clinton was not joking about the email account controversy. Twitter did have some fun with it, though. The Boston Globe writer posted this image mocking those popular texts from Hillary memes. Also, Time Magazine's deputy tech editor also poked fun at Clinton with this little post here, and Joe Biden saying no one emails him. The Justice Department officially clears Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson of any wrongdoing.
Michael Brown's death, though a tragedy, did not involve prosecutable conduct on the part of Officer Wilson.
Well, a Missouri grand jury already cleared Wilson of any charges. The state court did anyway in the shooting death of Michael Brown back in August. But a Justice Department probe into the Ferguson Police Department as a whole did find racial bias. Holder also called the DOJ's report on Ferguson as a whole, quote, searing. Back on Capitol Hill, the Republicans lose their bid to override the president's veto of the Keystone XL pipeline. 62 senators voted in favor of the veto override, but that was not enough. They needed 67 votes. President Obama vetoed the bill to fast-track the Keystone XL pipeline, saying the State Department's review process should be allowed to continue, maybe indefinitely. It's been going on for a while. Secretary of Defense Ashton Carter tells the Senate Armed Services Committee today that the 3-year timeline on President Obama's plan to defeat ISIS is a mistake. Carter also says he's worried about Iran's involvement with the Iraqi military as they try to retake the town of Tikrit. Carter says involvement by the Iranian-backed Shia militias might lead to increased sectarian violence in Iraq, like we saw a few years ago. In Boston, jurors hear from the prosecution witnesses in the trial against the marathon bombing suspect Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. Earlier today, opening statements for the defense, a lawyer for Tsarnaev admitted her client's guilt, saying he did participate in the attacks, but the defense is portraying his older brother, Tamerlan, as the real mastermind behind the attacks, which killed 3 people. Another update coming up for you in 30 minutes. I'll send it up to the Steve Malzberg Show now live from New York.